All right. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash, the honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. Peace and salutations to you brothers out there pushing the truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and full of the gospel. It's the brother Gabari from Indiana camp coming back at you again. Another sit down. And this is going to be a response video to the Elder Yashuama's response video to Elder Karatazax from Vegas. So I guess you can call this a response to a response. But I was just listening to I was listening to the elder. I was listening to his video going to work last night, and it moved me to make this, make this video in the morning. And he just basically said, he was just, if you've seen the video, Elder Yashwamba's video he did, I think it was yesterday. I don't know exactly what time yesterday, but the video goes into the guy D'Angelo, and his passing, and the elder that said he did a research on how just Jake is fucked up, especially in the music industry, or whatever they find themselves in, dealing with Esau, and they, to make a long story short, is they lose themselves, you see. And us being of the know, us being men of the Lord, we have to make sure we keep how can I say it? We have to make sure we keep of a certain of level headedness, if that's a word, you know. But we got to make sure that what we don't get too engulfed in this world. All right, and that's what's gonna what I'm gonna try to stick on topic today. Is basically you don't want to get too involved in this world. You see, the scriptures talks about being in the world but not of it. All right, which means yes, we have to function in society. Yes, we have to maneuver. We have to have jobs. You have to take care of our kids. A woman if you have one. But we don't try to invest too much time into this world. You see, we don't sit here and worry about what these people worry about. All right, the stock market and the economy and all this and that. And when I say we worry about, I'm talking about we worrying about it for a beneficial type state. Like, oh man, I'm trying to buy a house by this year, and I'm trying to get I'm trying to get I wish property taxes can go down, and I'm trying to get a good job, and my pension plan and my 401k. See, we don't invest too much time into those things. The scripture says what look not on the things that are seen, for the things that are seen are temporal, which means temporary. All right, it's gonna be here. It's here now, but it's gonna be gone the next. But the things that you cannot see, which is what the kingdom of heaven, our deliverance. All right, those things are gonna be eternal. You see, so that's what we should set our heart for. Scriptures also what say, putting our treasures in heaven. All right, where moth and corrupt does not corrupt our treasures. See, if you put your trust, if you put your which treasures just basically goes to things that you look forward to. All right, where your heart is. It could be your woman, it could be your children. It could be your life, it could be food. It could be any of one of these things. So here you're putting all your time, your effort into pleasing that, when eventually that's gonna forsake you, that's gonna leave you behind. If you love food, guess what, it's gonna be eventually your downfall. You might get gout or diabetes or some shit. If your children, hey, listen, if you love your children, you want to be all putting your children, then guess what, listen, your children eventually gonna grow up and might not fuck with you, you know or might say, hey, no, I don't mess with pops. Pops be in that Christian. Or shit, they might be growing up. They might grow up and become atheists. You see, we live in a society right now. Listen, you can be in your children's life. You can show them. You can show them the way, and guess what? They can still be grow up and be degenerates. They can still grow up and stray off the path. Just because they're your children, don't mean they're gonna have a for sure way into this truth, or a for sure right state of mind. I didn't see brothers, who been in it for a minute and has children, and their children went, and just been complete demons, you know. Just because you in the truth don't guarantee your children a safe spot. All right, Now, yeah, we do pray, for us to have little children, and us who do have, children living up on our household. We do pray that the Lord might have mercy on them and eventually bring them into the fold. But listen, if that ain't the will of the Lord, then what you what you investing that much time for in a fold? Especially if they're pushing adulthood, which is like what, really, to be honest, it's 12, 13. But we live in a society where you still got to take care of them all the way to the age of 18. But when they like 17, 18, and they ain't, looking to doing anything, they looking like just to be like a fucking bump on a log, or they want to go to college and make a better life, and they want to do this and travel the world, and because they think they can make a future in this place, then what? You see? Or you're a woman. Which really, to be honest, I mean, you got, there's some women out there that's part of the elect. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, majority of the of the 1/3 is probably gonna be women and children. You're gonna have some men in there too, but majority of the I speak as a man saying this, but majority of the 1/3 is gonna be women and children. So you have women out there that's gonna stand 10 toes down for their husbands or whatnot, but we don't know. That number is very small, so you don't know if your woman is really gonna be down for you, especially right now because everything is semi cool, semi things ain't really at its worst. So when things get trodden down, when she lose her job and shit is hard to eat, or shit like that. That's when you're gonna really know if she's down for you. But right now, you can't even put too much trust in her. You can't even put too much, faith and stability in her. Because guess what? You one argument away from her to go text, for her to go respond to a couple of those dudes that's in her inbox. You see, or for her to give Tony at the job a chance. He been trying since she's been working there. He's been waiting for you to fuck up. So you one argument away from that. So you putting all your time and your effort into your woman, but then boom, y'all get an argument, and you come home one day and now she with Tony, she with Lorenzo or whatever. So it's like we say this a lot at the camp. It would behoove you. I love that word, man. It would behoove you to really put your time and your effort into this truth, because this truth ain't gonna forsake you. It ain't gonna let you down. You see, it's not gonna bug you out. It's not gonna put you in a worse state of mind than it's not gonna put you in a worse state of mind. Matter of fact, this is the best way. It's not gonna deteriorate you. All right, that's what the elder used in his video. It's not gonna deteriorate you. See, this world deteriorates you. It doesn't take a couple of days to bug you out, or a couple of days. No, it slowly eats away at you. You see, it slowly eats away where you need an what is it, a way of escape. You need some type of escapism, as the elder Ariala says. You need something to take the ease off, to take the edge off, whether it be food, whether it be a woman, whether it be entertainment, you see, whether it be drinking, or whatever your niche may. You need something to take the edge off, something to make you feel good. You see, and this world is gonna slowly eat away at you until it just use you, and that's how Esau operates. Esau is a user. Esau is gonna use you all up until he can't use you no more. The scripture talks about that in the book of Sirach. If he had need for you, he's gonna use you. But if you don't, guess what? He's just gonna throw you away like you wasn't nothing. Like you didn't make him all these millions. And that's exactly how this world is gonna treat you too. Because why? The world is ran by him. You see? So this truth is really the only thing we have to look to lean on. All right? This truth is the only thing we have that's not gonna fuck over us. That's not gonna mess over us. It's actually gonna put us in a right state of mind. It's gonna direct our path with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. It's gonna make sure that we understand we have the necessary tools to combat the wicked and trials of this place. the wicked and perverted way of this world that this world is going. And we see it. Just look at how people think. You really got people out here that's okay with fucking women transitioning to being and becoming men, or men transitioning to becoming women. All right. Or you got what is, you got people out here that's okay with with their women getting with other men, open relationships and shit like that. You know. I know, well, I don't know him, but you know, it's a mutual. I know a mutual person between it that know that people that's into that shit. Open relationship. This is the way. This is the way the world, the world normalizes shit like this. They normalize stuff like this. Oh, you're not weird for thinking that shit is weird. That shit is weird and perverse. Two men getting it on, two women getting it on. Or you go to a whole bro, man, bro, some of the shit I didn't heard and seen. It's and that's looked at okay. That's an okay, you know. Oh, that's fine, you know, if that's your niche or if that's what you like. And this world is heavily perverted with sexuality. Everybody's looking for that next, you know. Like I told you, it's something to take the edge off. You can't have proper romantics encounters with women now. You can't actually, you know, throw on some R&B, you know, actually make it romantic. No, the bitch want to be choked and use all type of toys and this and just all types of weird and fucking perverted shit. And if you can't satisfy her that one little itch she got to scratch, then she gonna find somebody else. Or sometimes that's even a fantasy. A chick wanna get rotted out by a stranger and get thrown like dirt. You know, I just want a man to break in my house and ride me out. You know, of course I'm using, you know, you know, people talk like this, but of course I'm using things because I don't want to take the video down. But I just want a man to come in and just take it and just leave. You know, this is the way. This is what these people think. Like, you know, this is how these people think. You know, this is just one aspect. I'm just hitting on one little, you know, aspect of it. It's tons of. You got people out here who eat themselves to death. Like Ed Ayash always says, he can't keep a fucking burger out their mouth. that's funny to this day. You see, they can't keep food out their fucking mouth. They gotta go 2-3 hours and eat something all the fucking time. You tell them about intermittent fasting or eating this or eating that, they look at you like you crazy. But then they go to fucking one of these fast food restaurants, which I don't even want to call it a restaurant, because the shit they serving is a science experiment. They don't even consider it as food. And then they got all these slang words, cheese spread. They can't even call it cheese. Liquid milk spread. Like they have to come up with these terminologies because they can't even call it the real thing because it's not that. You actually have to look up and get actual real butter and not 70% vegetable oil spread. That's what type of world we are living in, man. That's why us men of the Lord, men of the know, we should always lean on the truth and give our time and our effort to the truth, because it's not gonna leave us like this world will leave us, man. Anything you dedicate yourself to in this world, it's gonna leave you way more messed up. It's gonna deteriorate you. It's gonna eat away at you. And at the end, you're gonna look back at yourself like, man, I did some crazy shit. But that's all I had. That's basically my response video to the Elder Yashawamba in this video. I highly encourage brothers to go watch it. You know, he went into depth way more than I did. You know, it was very edifying, very, you know, edifying watch. So I really encourage brothers to go watch the Elder Yashawamba's video. You know, his page is right here. You can see it. So Lord willing, I hope this video is edifying. So keep pushing, stay strong until next time. Shalom.